Here's what I recommend. If you want to build a wall on the Rio Grande River and you want to send the 11 million immigrants home, then you should follow him like Moses into the promised land.
I'll ask you the same question that was asked here yesterday of Mr. Trump on Fox News, which is, if you had a husband and a wife who are illegal immigrants and they have 2 children who are here, who are American citizens, would you deport all of them? Would you deport the American citizen children?
So, Megan, what I've said is that we should approach immigration in a staged manner. We should start with focusing on areas of bipartisan agreement. Where is there bipartisan agreement? On 2 major areas. Number 1, that we should do everything possible to secure the border and stop illegal immigration. And number 2, to improve and streamline legal immigration. Now, what does it mean to secure the border?
That doesn't sound like a good answer.
Mr. Trump answered that question explicitly last night on the O'Reilly Factor. Will you do so now?
Well, Megan. Well, Megan, what I'm doing is answering what I think Congress should do. What Congress should do, and I introduced legislation to do exactly this: triple the Border Patrol, increase 4-fold the fixed-wing and rotary-wing aircraft to monitor the border, put in place a strong biometric exit-entry system, because 40% of illegal immigration doesn't come across the border, it's visa overstays. Put in place a strong E-Verify system. And then this final piece is critical. Actually have the federal government enforce the law. You know, in the year 2013,
listen, Senator, I understand
the
all
Obama
that,
administration...
and you've outlined your plan, but you're unlike you're dodging my question. You're dodging my question. What, you don't want to answer that question? He says he would.
But Megan, I'm not playing the game.
Donald Trump says they're all gone under his policy. What would a President Cruz do?
What would a President Cruz do? What would a President Cruz do?
Do the American citizen children of 2 illegal immigrants who are born here, the children, do they get deported under a President Cruz?
Megan, I get that that's the question you want to ask. That's also the question every mainstream media liberal journalist wants to ask. They focus exclusively
Is it an unfair question?
on the 12 million people. It is a distraction from how we actually solve the problem. You know, it's also the question Barack Obama wants to focus on.
Well, why is it so hard? Why don't you just say yes or no?
Because, Megan, we need to solve the problem. And the way you solve the problem is you focus where there's bipartisan agreement first. Once we've secured the border, once we've actually proven we can do this, once we've stopped the Obama administration's policy of releasing 104,000 violent criminal illegal aliens in 1 year, once we've solved that problem, then we can have a debate, then we can have a conversation. Once we've secured the border, once we've solved that problem, then we can have a debate, then we can have a conversation. Once we've solved that problem, then we can have a debate, then we can have a conversation.
Now, I have a very specific question. I need a specific answer. We all know you want the wall. We all know you want Mexico to pay for it. We all know that. But here's a scenario, okay? Illegal immigrant mother and father living in Los Angeles. 2 children who are American citizens born here. If you're president, do you order authorities to take that family into custody?
We have no choice. I'm sorry, Bill. We have to bring them out, and if they're wonderful people, which I'm sure they will be, and we have so many wonderful people, we'll bring them back in an expedited fashion. But we are a land of laws. We have borders. You said it. They're illegal immigrants. They're not supposed to be here. Mexico won't take them. You know, Mexico is the toughest there is almost in the world in terms of getting people to come in. They can't come in. You can't become a citizen of Mexico. They laugh at us. They can't believe the stupidity of the United States.
But
we
just
have no choice,
on this
and we'll bring them back if they've done a good job. We bring them back, Bill.
Okay,
if they've done a good job, we bring them back.
I got the theory. All right, 2 American citizen kids. All right, you got 2 illegal alien parents. They're living in a house, a little house in the east side of Los Angeles. All of a sudden, ICE agents show up. All right, knock on the door and say, "You have to come with us." Put them in a van. Bring them to a detention center. You're willing to do that?
Bill, I don't want to do it. I have a bigger heart than anybody running, but we have a country that's totally out of control. We have no laws anymore. We have no order. We don't even know how many people are in here illegally. We have to get a process started. We have no choice. You know, the gangs that you're talking about in Baltimore and in Chicago and in Ferguson and all this stuff, you know, many of those gangs are illegal immigrants. These are tough dudes. They would be, if I'm elected, they're going to be out of there day one. We're going to get them the hell out of our country.
And I don't
they
mind
shouldn't
that.
be here in the first place.
It's
and
the
they're
other,
going to be
it's
out
the
so
other, the
fast your head
law-abiding
will spin.
people.
And when people come in, they have to
You're
come
going to
in.
split up families.
Chuck,
You're going to deport children.
Chuck, no, we're going to keep the families together. We have to keep the families together.
But you're going to keep
But
them
they have
together
to
out?
go. But they have to go.
What if they have no place to go?
We will work with them. They have to go. Chuck,
And
we either have a country or we don't have a country.